It's a tough market. And I said this, and I'll say it again. If you want to sell your home today, you have to price it aggressively. It is a beauty war, or a price war and a beauty contest at the same time. If you don't price your home aggressive, it's not going to sell, because someone's going to come in and undercut you. And there's going to be someone in that neighborhood that's more desperate to sell, more motivated, or has more equity than you that they're willing to sacrifice in order to move right now. Fewer homes are selling, more homes are on the market, you have more competition. We're in a buyer's market in most neighborhoods. And when you're in a buyer's market in most neighborhoods, you've got to be competitive. And again, the number one thing that separates real estate agents today that are successful from ones that aren't are the ones that are being realistic with the clients and getting the client to understand aggressive pricing. Because if they price aggressive, they'll get multiple people in some instances and maybe get the number they really want. But if they price it high with the ability to negotiate down, which is like a really old school, old mentality that just doesn't work in real estate today, because no one wants to negotiate. They're all afraid of it. Everyone wants to click a button and just have magic happen. They don't want to have to haggle. And the best way to get them to haggle is to haggle up. Haggle them up. Price it aggressive, get a frenzy on it, almost like an unofficial auction. Your house is worth 400. If you believe your house is worth 400, and we know the market's tough, and we know sellers are paying concessions, and we know it's taken a long time to sell, and your house is truly genuinely worth 400, and that's what you put it on the market for, probably going to sell it maybe 360, 370, 380, somewhere in that range. It's going to take a few months because buyers want a discount because where rates are, and they see what's happening. They see the trend with downward trends on pricing in neighborhoods. They know there's a lot of inventory. They know they have options. You're not going to get full price in that scenario. It's going to sit on the market a little while. You're going to eat through a few months. And in some instances, maybe longer. Maybe you end up having some damage from a storm. Maybe you have some obstacles, and then your house is finally going to sell. It's going to take months, and you might get the number you want. Now, you take that $400,000 house and price it at $350, and the complete opposite is going to happen. You're going to have a frenzy of people chasing the home, and you're likely to get the same number or better than the market will bear. You're just likely to get it quicker, and by having the driver's seat of the negotiation to try and pile multiple people into the house. That gives you the greatest chance to sell today and sell at the best price. Pricing it high doesn't get you the high price. Pricing it high gets you not sold. And 3 or 6 or 9 or 12 months in, you're firing your agent because the home didn't sell. When the reason the home didn't sell probably was because either the agent wasn't honest with you enough about price, didn't push you enough to the right price, or what is likely more common, you didn't listen. Accept responsibility. Be responsible for pricing your home at a number that will move it. If you aren't willing to do that, then don't put your house on the market. Don't waste the time. Don't waste the energy. If you were going to move your house, and again, this is coming from someone who grew his business during a Great Recession when we were seeing much larger drops in price. People were losing their houses. People were going to foreclosure. People were losing all of their equity because prices were dropping faster and people weren't listening. Don't make that mistake. If you overprice your house, you're going to eat through all the mortgage payments. And if the market corrects more, you might lose all of your equity. You might eat it all up, all because you didn't price it aggressively. That would have gotten you likely around the same number. It just would have forced the action quicker. So if you're a home seller and you want to get aggressive, that's what we're about today. Again, price. It's the number one thing that's going to move your house. And if you want aggression on your price, that's the path you need to go. You're going to have somebody in your neighborhood undercut you if you don't price it aggressive. And that's the path that won't get your home sold. You're going to just be chasing the market the whole time. Keep lowering the price and lowering the price. Get to the price now. Get real. Get rid of the idea that your house is worth the number the neighbor's house sold for a year or two ago, because that was unicorn fairy tale fantasy land and it's over. What is happening in your neighborhood? How many homes are on the market? What do you have to compete with? Who do you have to beat to be the next home in the neighborhood that sells? That's the strategy today. And the aggressive price gets that done. Again, we talked to so many customers that have come to us and, well, my agent told me this. Your agent sold 3 homes last year. Your agent ain't real experienced. Imagine going to a brain surgeon. They made all these promises and they were the cheapest. That's where we went. Of course you didn't get the results you wanted. You went to the cheapest, and then I'll have a customer say, hey, well, they were going to charge me X commission, or they charged me X commission. No, they didn't. They didn't charge you anything. Your house didn't sell because you were overpriced and you didn't get it in the right place. And they were bad at marketing. So again, go on the discount path, go on the high price path. That works in a hot market. Doesn't work anymore. That market's gone. If you want to move your house, you got to be aggressive on price. If you don't want to be aggressive on price, either don't sell it or wait and maybe it's lower by then. If you need to sell, if you want to sell, we'd love to help you. DuncanDuo.com. But be prepared. Our agents probably are not going to tell you the highest price because we're not going to blow smoke up your what. We're not going to lie to you. We're going to tell you that's tough. We're going to tell you what you have to do to compete. And you have to decide, do you want to list your house or do you want to sell your house? If you want to list your house, we may not be the right one for you, because you're going to not listen on price. You're going to put it out there at some stupid number. Buyers are going to click next. No one's going to buy it. We're going to burn through a bunch of marketing dollars, time, energy, and effort. You're going to get mad and yell at us because more people aren't looking at it. The reason more people aren't looking at it is because you're the highest priced home in the neighborhood, because you're overpriced. So if you want to move your house today, if you want to sell it, again, DuncanDuo.com. We're going to coach you on price. We're going to tell you what it's going to take. And frankly, a lot of the time, even when we give the aggressive price, we end up getting the price that you want or closer to it, because the strategy today is more important than you can possibly imagine.